A year ago, I was working on my EP Helvetica and just kind of setting the intentions for what I wanted to do with it. A year from now, I see a bunch of shows under my belt. Hopefully my debut album is out already. I'm touring that and have some stamps on my passport. I feel like the switch from sports to music just came from kind of getting bored of sports. Even when we won, it just didn't feel like a victory for some reason. I was getting hurt too often. It just wasn't fun, and I couldn't see myself doing that anymore past high school. There was nothing really like that freedom after quitting, but it was also scary as shit just because it's a new pursuit and you don't know what to expect. I went to Reddit on a Brockhampton, Frank Ocean, and on Future subreddit and asked if anyone wanted to make a group that just has no genre and we just make beautiful music. The guys that respond to that is some of the Raised by the Internet guys, and then the other guys have just come through in what I like to call divine intervention.
Jelani has proven to be like a brother to me. And I feel like that's one thing about this group that is very different from what I've seen from other people, is that we move like a brotherhood as opposed to co-workers.
I think being around him makes me realize who I am even more, because I usually don't want to be around people who are just clones of me, or I'm a clone of them. I like being around people who are gonna push me.
I feel like everyone's relationship with Jelani, because he's such his own person, and it makes you either see more stuff in yourself that you didn't see before, or make you maybe want to change it.
Never compromise your identity, your values, your taste, because there's so much coming, and I feel like it's gonna be really easy to have people come in with big ideas for what you should do next, and they can never be bigger than your own.
I feel like I'm more inspired by past generations, mainly psych-rock, a lot of music from the 70s, a lot of Depeche Mode, The Cure, Brian Eno I'm getting into, Ulrich Schnauz, and then Aphex Twin. Just people like that are really inspiring. My EP Helvetica, most of the meaning came from the first syllable in the word Helvetica and how it just says hell, and how we all have our personal hells, or what we're not really showing on our Instagrams or on our social medias. But I feel like Helvetica is kind of the font of the millennium. It's everywhere, and I feel like it goes into your subconscious without you really even noticing that it's there. I've definitely been planning an album. What I could say about it is there's a lot more guitar, a lot of psych-rock influence, a lot more singing than there was on Helvetica. And I guess I'm just not holding back as much. I'm making music for kids my age, other creatives really, just to inspire them to create, to show them that, look, all of this is here. You could do all of this. I'd like to sync with my spirit and get an ear from my God. Believe we're longing for the moments that lack reason and logic. My friends call it Zen. When we're not thinking but honest, I might leave this town and go live out my life in the tropics.